let's get this ball rolling. So, I'm about to sneeze again, or it's right. Shit, or get off the pot. Sorry. Last time we did 7.3's MSQ. So we are now just one patch behind, or rather, we just need to do the current patch, 7.4, and then I am caught up on the MSQ. Doesn't mean I don't still have a million other things that I need to do, most notably, still need to do Bosnia, finish it off, get the last of the relics, and still need to do more Occult Crescent, because I haven't touched Occult Crescent in ages. I need to get gear that is actually of an appropriate level for being on content. All of that stuff, you know, I kind of need to go and do that, but the MSQ will be caught up. So let's get to that. So I know that the trial from this patch is a choo-choo train. And I know that the dungeon is very Final Fantasy IX. Oh, hi guys! How's it going? With the winds. Oh, okay. Where we going? We going back to Eorzea? Or is that somewhere around Thrall?
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calix be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alize and I have come to a decision.
We will depart Tyrell in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calix's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness, and may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands. Do let us know if you turn anything up.
It's Erenville. My time in Tyrell is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now. We'll meet again, of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Wait, so Erenville just fucks off camera? I mean, I know he's a very Thrall linked character, like same as Wook Lamar. I wouldn't expect to see Wook Lamar in, you know, the next expansion, presuming that we go... I mean, I have a feeling we're probably going to go to a different reflection, but... Oh. You could have let me know in time to see you off.
And pull you away from more important business. perish the thought. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know. I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
Okay, that was actually really cute. I like that.
That boy. We should make for the harbour ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
Oh. Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest. And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas, as it happens.
They're getting souvenirs for the Garlean boys.
If not execution.
That's the most brother and sister they've felt in a while.
Here with Y'shtola.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
In the context of the world, how long does it take me to get from Solution 9 to Tuliolol if we're going to take Shale with us? Because Shale... I mean, I know that we teleport, so we could get there in a matter of moments. But I don't think Shale has been to Tuliolol yet. So even if teleportation was going to be the way to go, she doesn't have it. But we took the ambassador, not the ambassador, Gosan. We took him to Tural, to Tuliolol, but we had to take him on foot. How long does that take? Because they've got to detain Erenville until we get there. What news? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. Here, I thought you'd protest against being parted from your work. While I am curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place, the majority of the files we unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers tonight. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuliolal forthwith? Even Lamachi's strength has its limits. Without further delay, then. Okay, we are just going to Tuliolal. Like, there's no meet up with people part way along the way. No, we're just there. That'll be the custom delivery. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. Not fond of emotional partings. At least Alpino and Alizé were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. That's reminding me of Red 13 on the ship in 7. But now I can't help but just imagine Wuklama just going, boom, surprise!
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
What was the motion blur on Alizé's hair?
I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I've never noticed that
I imagine
before.
there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolal. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay.
Just you pay for the tacos
But that
when we
doesn't
come
mean
to
we
town.
can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us. I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
It's the same Gleaner?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
I miss Tataru.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
Yeah!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Ulihiolo. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural. I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aww.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the Vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
Okay, I feel like that was a very good depiction of her character. If this is, you know, sort of her farewell.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths in their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. Because thinking about it, there is the Mist Continent, right? From 9, which was where the Lalafell dwarf that contingent is all from. I forget, Mont something. Wasn't that the Mist Continent? I forget. It's been a long time. Now it is our turn to take the next step. The Mist Continent was the main continent. Was it? FF9 continent. Oh yeah, it's like the lost and forgotten continents. Yeah, Mist Continent was the main one. Pondo Petty, or PT, is on the outer continent. That's the one. Remember, Scott's a huge fanboy of 9. There. Now it's our turn to take the next step. The question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Up. Fuck it, let's go back to space. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We're liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue?
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact.
Well, not specifically you,
Rather,
Carl.
most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed.
So she's going to go to the Southern
My
Sea
curiosity
Isles?
extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin. Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent. This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
Yeah, his voice feels wrong.
No place
I hadn't really picked up on it yet, but that one especially felt
in the
wrong.
castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
We saw at least a bit of that. Supposedly it's still Jonathan Bailey, but he probably recorded it remote or something with a different mic setup. Which, if that's true, means it's not edited well. Yeah, if that is him, it doesn't really sound like him.
Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible.
Well,
I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
They said the same thing about the
Going by the records, the
wasteland
storm surge
of light.
extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep, in which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
If it please your majesty. Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds. I'd hate to see you obliterated by some lightning beast. Anything for you. Just say the word. No, I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds. To be fair, you don't think we saw anything outside the bubble Minfilia created until Eden rebalanced ether? Wasn't it? Well, it was just, like, scoured. There wasn't... Like, you couldn't see any detail. But there was still stuff out there. I don't think we could see it until after we defeated all the Light Wardens. Yeah, there wasn't anything out there. It was a wasteland. But, like, you could go into it. It wasn't necessarily a good choice to go into it, but you could go. So, like, it's not like the barrier was impassable, is what I mean. It's like, I'd imagine it could have been similar. Remember, light is a less violent element than lightning, is their point. Yeah. But I'm just saying that, like, similar to what we've seen of the 13th as well, like, that got completely subsumed by darkness. But you can still go around it. It's not like the lightning has destroyed the rest of the dimension, the rest of the reflection. It's still there. It's fucked, but it's still there. And so it isn't that crazy to think that there could be other pockets in it. Like, if other nations were able to do similar stuff to what Alexandria did, it would make sense that there could be, like, pockets like Alexandria. Which I imagine is what we'll be going to, is one of those pockets.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go, then.
And, like, we have the dragon talisman things, which were deliberately made to avoid being corrupted by ether and being tempered. Suppose it's a little bit different if you get physically struck by lightning, though. I don't know how they'd react to that. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then, let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Laynode Mino. Or Nemo. Goodbye, music. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? You're so glad they finally let us turn this zone back on. They waited way too long, though. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think they could have had us turn this back on in, like, 0.1 or 0.2. Like, it made sense to keep it turned off for at least one patch, just for story, but the area looks so fucking bad turned off. And if you're going around doing shared fates and stuff, like, it just makes it an area you don't want to spend time in. But the end of the expansion, the zone's been avoided since 7.0. Yep. Especially given the fact that it is a really good-looking area as well, when it's powered. Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Laynode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and Laynodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would your majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? That would do it. Yes, please. As soon as possible. With your majesty's authorization, the vessel can be readied for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. The vessel is en route. So what kind of airship is it going to be? A highly... Okay, yeah. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it was modelled after the vessel your majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. It doesn't look like it should fly. It just doesn't. It looks wrong. It looks like Eggman's about to pop out of it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. So are we going to see what's under... where the Everkeep would have been? Suddenly getting flashes of the Matrix. What we do know is we were the ones to black out the skies. I like how there's been absolutely zero talk about how we're protecting ourselves here. Okay, well now we can see it's from the scales. But, like, there was zero mention of us making sure that we had them. The ward Alizé gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the aetheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in Heritage Found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. But this looks like vegetation. Perhaps not alive. But the fact that it's here at all is kind of impressive. Oh, up there, there's like aloe. Or succulent style stuff. You think part of it is, remember, light is for stagnant. Yeah, light. Astral is like the endothermic side of it, and umbral is the sort of exothermic side. Like, if you're thinking of it from entropy, I think that and that's the thing, that like it's flipped on how common sense would make you think of it. You'd think that, oh, umbral shadow, that's gonna, you know, stop, and astral light would be it doing stuff, because like white light is all frequencies of light, whereas or like a white color is all frequencies being reflected back, whereas a black color is all of them being absorbed. So, in my mind, umbral, darkness, cold, low entropy, stagnant, light, high energy, high entropy, very active. That's the way it would have made more sense, like, in my brain. But there's lots of things that would make sense in my brain that don't make sense in other people's. A sobering sight, to say the least. But I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. There are no structures, nor any other signs of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Trino, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbour, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighbourhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Razat Han. Ah, yes, Alphino has spoken of Razat Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Trino where the Malala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes, and though the Malala population elsewhere grew, most remained to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Or some continue to have a strong relation. Clerk PX0093. Is this ship capable of taking us to Trino? Or Treno? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Treno. One moment. Simulation complete. There is a near 100% probability the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh, well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Treno lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. This tunnel appears intact. though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Oh! Okay. That didn't take very long, did it? I'm on my way! Okay, yes, it'll be nice to have company, thank you. I need to rejig my glams. Although I do really like this. I kind of want to do the savage so I can dye it. Hello. Is there anyone else on their way? Or shall we queue? Scott's still on his way back from the gym. No worries. And you don't think his character's quite caught up? Oh. Okay. In which case, I can heal. You think he's on 7.3 still? Fair. I know that you'll probably be going tank, so. Beneath the night's roiling sky lies the mist continent. Okay. That was quick. It's nice doing current content. I get my healer queue times back. Okay, I won't lie, I already know that this is a area that we are very familiar with from 9. But that first image kind of, like, if you remember the locations from 9, it sort of gives it right away. I've been playing a lot of Scholar recently. Okay, more specifically, level 50 Scholar recently. So bear with me as I try and remember how one sages. I'm enjoying the combat theme from 9. I remember fighting this. Yeah. Do we need to block an attack using the pillars, or do we need to avoid the pillars when it does an attack? I see. Don't break them. Now I know. I'm very familiar with this kind of stuff from Bosnia, so... Petra breath. Yeah, if anything sounds like it's going to be a conal attack, it's Petra breath. It feels weird seeing high-tech chests. Like, don't get me wrong, well, hello. I'm sorry, is this Sonic Battle Adventure 2? We did not spend a lot of time in that cave, huh? So that's Vivi's grandpa's cave. I really enjoy the music. I am not sure I remember this. I mean, its design is very clearly Final Fantasy IX. I don't know that I remember it. It has been a very long time. It just cast Bio? I recognize where we are, yes. This is Treno. Right? But we're inside a bubble. Oh, is this... Oh. This is one of the monsters that you fight from the weapons shop. Ah. The main one I always remember was like the griffin looking one. I'm not sure if I've ever actually done all of them. But so, clearly, okay, we found citizens. That's cool. And their barrier it's not as good as Alexandria's, clearly. I mean, I say that. There's monsters inside Alexandria's barrier as well, to be fair. Thunders, heavens! I need things. I need things and I need stuff. I apologize. Oh, I accidentally stopped you from being my... Nice panic home gang. I understand why the panic home gang. I fucked up my buttons. But did you die? Oh, hey. Yeah, because it's the Catoblasts. All of these are weapon challenge. All of the bosses. Scott distracted you with his haul from the shop. Okay. I mean, I've been rolling greed on fucking everything. I'd like to say that that was calculated. It was not. It was pure dumb luck. Oh, dear Lord. I like this style of AoE, though. I know it's simple, but it's nice. Oh, hi. Hello. Don't touch me. Ouchie. Yeah. I thought where I was looked safe, and it was. Was a nice dungeon. There wasn't anything annoying about it. Yeah, I like that dungeon. Not necessarily anything special, but it's nice.
Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
So clearly they're used
Our
to
helpers,
raids
were
like
we
this.
being watched?
So the city endures. And it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without.
But where's their agriculture?
The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
It's all Malala. Do they have crystal spears? No, that's Frey's
I am
spear.
Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now.
I like how that Lala had like a very medieval armor, but then the beanie. It's like very modern beanie, medieval rest. You know who Sveen is?
Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sveen of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips.
I like this woman. She seems nice. She seems
I imagine it
upfront.
won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
You mean you weren't?
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting party sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
Of course, because it was still in the 9th until they used the key
must have gone through,
to bring
not
the
knowing
dome
what became
to
of us.
Shaolani.
But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
Yasulani, yes, not Shaolani.
Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
Let's do it. You wonder if I'll notice the something
With your permission, then. But before
in
we
the
go,
city.
allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Where are you growing the herb?
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Is Lummel a name I should know? Because I don't think I do. Again, it's been a long time since I played 9. I remember Treno. I remember the weapon shop challenges. Albeit, I didn't remember. The main one that I remembered was the Griffin. But now that I think about it, all 3 of the bosses from Mistwake are challenge bosses. This is... Is this the auction house? Like, I recognize that building. I may not remember what the specific purpose of it was, but I remember that building. That appears to be a train station. Pet. Town Hall's pretty impressive, isn't it? Bet you didn't guess the mayor actually lives there. These days, Miali also has us using it as an emergency shelter, but the history book says it was originally an auction house. Aha! I was right! I reckon that's why it's so fancy. That fucking auction house, so much revisiting. Then... Where's the... There's the... Because Treno is that's the place where you can find... Was it like the Zodiac coins? Or there was the place that you turned in the Zodiac coins? Isn't that, like, here? I want to say. At Garden Path, stop by the little Lala there by the Fennec Fox. Stellazio coins. Yes, thank you, Shandy. How you doing, by the way? Koimi. Are you enjoying the flowers? What we plant doesn't always bloom. I think lifting everyone's spirit is more than worth the effort to find the seeds that do. Nevertheless, I'm relieved they weren't trampled by the beasts. They took ages to get looking this healthy. I mean, I'm impressed that you're able to grow stuff, actually. Not that fence. Okay. Speaking of Stellazio coins. Yeah. Yeah. I love the fact that I literally had thought of it just before we happened to find it. That's one, but where are the other 12? Mm-hmm. Can you find all 12? Oh, wait, are they just splattered throughout the dungeon? Oh, fuck. Are they all in the cages? You guess this is the timeline that assumes Zidane found them all. Why is it so long until the tournament? Oh, that's where that is. Yeah, that's where the card tournament is. Not the Stellazios. I mean, there's one. You're not gonna lie, going through this sequence made you want to go back to your Final Fantasy IX replay immediately. You caught that one without the speech bubble. You got really excited you recognized the stupid little card turning spot. Okay, so we found 2 out of 13. And so far, they have all been in the cages. That doesn't mean they will all be. But 2 out of 2. There's another one, also in a cage. So 3 out of 3. I should probably look around here more. In case, because it'll be easier to go back than it is to try and compare all of the going back and forwards. There's another one. So 4 out of 12. 4 out of 13, rather. Give me a smaller profile. I said a smaller profile. A smaller profile. Thank you. Okay, I think there's just the one here. At least there's only the one. Oh, wait, no. No. There's a second one. So that's what, 5? You really wish they kept these explorable dungeon zones with NPCs and stuff after you pass the MSQ point they're in. Because explore mode is not the same for this one. Yeah. You can't sit on the benches in explore mode. It would have been nice to have... Like, fair enough, you can't necessarily, like, teleport here. But to have it be a zone you can revisit. Like, you can revisit the near raid locations without going into explore mode. So I found 5. Just let me get back on the airship from the Meso terminal, yeah. So there's that one, which we're counting in the 5. Silly question. Are they all... There's 6. Are they all in the town proper? I suppose they must be, because I can't really go anywhere else. So I've found about half so far. Don't know if that's good or not. Did you hear? We have visitors! Visitors? How many years has it been? Oh, I have mount music on. You're like, why is it Alola Island here? Yeah. I do have mount music on. Forget where that setting is. Is it under character or is it? There we go. Took me a while to find it, because I don't usually know where it is. There's 7? I think we're on 7 now, right? That's the 7th one. You usually use Mount Roulette, so you have it turned off. I normally have all sounds turned off. I normally have the game muted whilst I'm watching stuff and grinding or farming things. Not when I stream it, obviously, but yeah, quite often the game is fully muted for me. That's not to say I don't enjoy the music, and I don't recognize some of the music. 8? I think that's 8. But yeah. This is such a detour. Like, I don't need to be doing this, but I'm really enjoying doing this. Okay, so they do have agriculture. And it's not that dissimilar to how Alexandria does it. Interesting. You need me to do this. Okay, I see, I see. Understood, understood. So I think I'm looking for the 9th one now. Puppy. Puppy. You've known some folks who just leave the game music muted at all times, but those are the same folks who just skip cutscenes to get to endgame as quick as possible, and then complain about how they find the story confusing. Yes, like, quite often what I do when I'm grinding stuff or whatever in the game is I have 3 monitors for streaming. And so I will have usually YouTube or something on one monitor whilst I'm playing, so I mute all of the game sounds. Or I'll play music and just listen to music. Especially when you're spending the entire... Hello. I forget, did I say that was 8th or 9th? Streamer brain. Streamer brain. That's a very shiny panel. You know what I don't think I've seen, or at least I haven't noticed that I've seen it, is the observatory that you find, that you go to. Is it an observatory? Is it Sid's observatory? No, it's not Sid, right? Is it? It might have been Sid. Dr. Tots, that's the one. I remember him being kind of small and insect-like. But I might just be confiscating Sid and Dr. Tots. So was that 8 or 9? Does anyone remember? Yeah, I'm thinking of him when he was an Oglop. You're right. So I think I'm still looking for 4? 5? I feel like there should be one here. Why did I just see a Malala just fucking run? Thinking about it, are there places... I mean, it wouldn't make much sense given that this is an instanced area you can't get back to. But are there some areas in here that you can only access as a Lalafell? Because it would make sense. It would make sense to have it here. So I'm gonna say I've found 9, which means I need to find 4. It might actually be that I need to find 5, but an instance area that you can come back to. Actually, you really got actual level that Lalafell ult of yours. Actually, eventually, yeah. Oh, okay, so I think that's 10. Okay, okay. My numbers, my counting might not be right. It's not because I don't know how to count. It's because I haven't written anything down and I forgot which number I was on. Treno, I will always protect you. Should start again, man. I can handle it, sure I can. Are you good? You don't sound very sure. We love a partially destroyed city. You know what I would fucking love? A leap of faith in this. Jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Give me it. Give me it. I know that we just got the new Airship 1. Or Air Force 1, rather. But I want... Give me it. I'm assuming I should only look within this zone. I shouldn't look outside Treno. Because even with my count, I'm missing 3. Huh. Missing 2. I feel like it would have made sense to have hidden one, like, in a building. Partially destroyed. Uh-huh. I don't know who that is. You know, you're not sure if Godbert Mandeville can be trusted with the means for interdimensional travel. I mean, you know that whether or not he can be trusted with it, he will just somehow have it. He will have already had it. He'll just need to flex his muscles, and he can travel between dimensions. And he's just not told us that he can do that yet. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. I don't know who you are. Why would I add you? Okay, so I'm missing 1. Which is probably up. I think I already had that one. Rude, declining friend requests. I don't know who it is! I don't think it's someone I've ever interacted with. I'm not in the habit of just adding random people. I don't know where this last one is. You want to go back? Mm-hmm. think I got that one. I must have gotten that one. That one's so obvious. I don't think they hide them like miles away. Okay. So, we've got one. Two. Oh, I like that you can see coins in the water. That's actually really cool. That's a nice little touch. I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, 1, 2. I should like mark them on my little copy of the map so I don't forget. Do we really want to do that? I could do that. Okay, so there's two up there. Use all my... Oh, yeah, actually, can I use them? No. No. Can't use them. Won't let me use them. Three. Four. Five. Six. So yeah, I found 6 up to where the quest marker is. Basically. So I need to find 7. Hey, Tingles. Surprise, surprise, I've been distracted. I'm searching a map for the Stellazio coins from FF9. So that's number 7. Number 8. Are they defined enough to tell which one's which? No, they are blank. They are blank coins. So I said that was number 7, right? No, that was number 8. Because I found 6 up to that marker. That's 7. This is 8. Okay, so 8 is that T-junction. Okay? 8 is that T-junction. It feels like there should be one here, but I'm not seeing it. Queen of Coins would have known. How long would she have been dead, though? Well, it's been 400 years since. Events, so, good long while, I imagine. Nanny the fuck. So that's 9. Yeah, that's 9. 999. No. 9, das ist verboten. I think there was another one in here as well. Is that the only one that's here? Okay, well, I found 9. It feels like I've missed one in here, though. $10 up there. We need to find 3 more. $11. I don't think I found that one before, so that one's probably the missing one that I had that I couldn't find. Yeah, okay, 11, 12, so I'd need just one more. If you see it, scream, kids. You are waiting. Look.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Scream. Start again.
No, I don't want to start again. No, I got 12 of them. No. Don't make me start again to find the last one. No. No, that would be poopy butts. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Let's find the last one. Yeah. But I don't know where it is. God fucking damn it. Feels like there should be one around here. I'm annoyed because I'm committed to this now. It's like, if we were to travel backwards... Is that a floating door? I found a floating door. Or something. What is that? No, it's just some planks. I found floating planks. Does that count? Does that count? Can we say that's the last Stelazia coin? So that would be... So there's the one up there. There's that one. There's that one, which would be 3. No. Well, fuck. That's 4. You require my presence. For what? Oh, fuck! I forgot about that! Shit! I forgot about that. I apologize. It completely skipped my mind. I am an idiot, yes. Oops. I have done barely nothing. I need to go and do min-eye level Twintania. Apologies. That will be where the stream ends for today. I'm sorry. We'll come back to this another time. Sorry about that. Yeah, I completely forgot. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.